Welcome back to tonight's Sad Reality. I am once again playing probably one of the most boring games on the planet, but that is totally fine because that's the way I live my life. And I've already beaten this game one time before. It's not that difficult of a game. You just keep upgrading things and eventually everything just kind of works itself out. Anyways, tonight I've got some very basic things to talk about. Basic being me and my life and just the way stuff works, I suppose. Um, What I have noticed in life, like I was saying yesterday, we can improv things, and it totally works itself out. Um, to me, what's really funny about it is, like I was a little bit stressed about today. Um, I mean, there wasn't really anything to stress about because it just works, you know? Like I had my meeting with my investor, I had my meeting with my editor team, like everything just kind of worked itself out. Um, And what I'm going to talk about today is not just that. I mean, it's a combination between that and then like work life as well. But in assembly means a lot of things. Assembly, when I think of that, I think of, for starters, college. I learned a little bit of Risk 5. That was probably one of the worst things I ever had to do, ever. I'm gonna wait for the cash to flow back in here while I yap about this for a minute. But Risk 5, that sucked, learning that. Assembly, when I think of that, I also think back to, like, middle school, when everyone would meet in, the, like, one big room. Can't remember what it's called, but they would call them assemblies, right? Assembly is a group of people where you were assembling something. Um, when I think of a team, it's assembled. You know, it's put together. And that's what I really like about life sometimes. It just puts itself together. And that was kind of what happened today. I didn't have my script ready in time for stuff, but that's totally fine because I'm finishing it by tomorrow and all this is working itself out. I didn't really know what I was going to say to my homie that I'm investing with, whatever. He's super chill though. We were talking about everything from YouTube to just like how life in general stuff works and I don't have enough money. Oh my gosh, dang. Okay, well, back to farming sugarcane, I suppose. Welcome to Minecraft, I guess. Skyblock, farming sugarcane. Um, but yeah, it was kind of a good experience all around. I met some really cool people. They seemed like they didn't hate my personality, which, if anything, I was kind of happy about that. Um, and yeah, that side of itself worked out. Now, when I think of a team that's dysfunctional, I think of my work team. And my boss said something to me today that was really interesting. That really kind of caught my eye, or caught my soul, I suppose, by surprise. He was like, I can tell you're fully on board with like the team here. You really want like to make everything work, and I'm like, yeah, but up until a certain point. I didn't say this part, but like what I've kind of internalized, as soon as I can run away from retail, I will be running away from it and never looking back. The last day I have to look at a customer ever will be a day I will probably remember for a while. In fact, I recently had another coworker who was on his way out, and he was thrilled. He's getting like a trade job, or a job in the trades or something, and I'm honestly super excited for him. That's something that this game moves so slowly. Oh my gosh. But that's something that I'm like really looking forward for him. Not that I really know him that well, and I don't think he really particularly enjoys me, but it's a nice feeling to realize that. But to me, I'm just like, is this lying by omission if I don't say that? Hey, I'm probably not going to be sticking around. Is this a truth that we kind of accept? Does he want to make me a leader so I can lead people before I'm on my way out? I have no idea. I can tell he's open and shifting people around to kind of compensate for all the people that we have lost within the retail sphere. Everyone's going doing other things, whether it's college or other jobs. Um, but I'm glad that my life isn't like that. I'm glad that my life is kind of put together in some way or another. Um, it's funny, what I was going to talk about is like a supply chain here in this game and how things are assembled, but then like my save data is just not here. Probably because I wiped everything in my app data because I had like 50 gigabytes of nonsense stored in my app data. Because turns out if you download a bunch of random games, it'll all get sucked into app data, like saved locally, and this will eventually kind of make your computer hate itself. Yeah, super basic stuff today. I'm happy stuff works out. You know, it's fully assembled, some assembly required, batteries not included. Must be ages 8 years old or older. I don't know. Um, I guess what I would say, like, kind of the learning experience there. Don't stress about it, but also if your life is more put together than some of the other things you see in life, count your blessings. Today it was such a slow day in work. I was like, man, this sucks. But I was talking with one of my other coworkers who usually has a pretty negative attitude, and he was like, you know what, it may be slow, but let's count our blessings. Like we could have some really awful customers. I was like, you know what? That's you're right. We could have some awful customers, so it's better we have no customers than some customers that really drive us crazy. Um, and yeah, so thanks for watching. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your night. Apologies that today's video was a bit of a letdown, I would say, but oh well, we try. We're here every single night. Whether you like it or not, I will be here. So thanks for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your night. I'll see you in tomorrow's Sad Reality. Have a good one, y'all.